Welcome to our camp at Pine Valley. We are just heading off on the hike to the Acropolis. You can see the hut. It's 5 to 7 hours return. At the moment we're getting reports that there's waist deep snow at the top, so we might have to turn back and we'll just see how we go. We've got more time through this beautiful forest. First to note is the Acropolis is a fall risk alpine environment, severe hazard, so have to be paying attention. I do love these temperate rainforests, and this forest is really unique with its kingbilly pines, celery top pines. There's not too many stands left in Tasmania, and they only grow in Tasmania. The pencil pines, kingbilly pines and celery top pines. Now these pandani, actually they all come from Gondwana, but this pandani here would be about 6 meters tall. You've still got these big eucalypt trees. There's not too many of them, but that'd be 500 years old. Just thinking in forests like this, we don't have ancient architecture, these old buildings or ruins. The forest is the architecture, is nature's architect, where this forest has been here for who knows how long, but just the trees, the surviving trees at the moment, a minimum of 500 years. It's a bit sad that we don't actually recognise and value that as much as we should with the forests that don't get protected, where we think maybe man-made is more important. Not far from Pine Valley Hut, up on the Acropolis track, is Cephas Falls. It's a pretty little waterfall. Talking about nature's architecture, there's a big burl on this fella and just this old boy. It's fascinating. Then you can see the sun coming through. One of the reasons why there's not so much diversity here is because, especially in winter, the sun is so low that it can't penetrate through the canopy. So it's really only in summer, well now we're not quite summer, it's the 2nd of November, but it's this time that it gets sunshine down into the floor of the forest for any seeds to sprout, and you've got to really wait until a tree falls down to break that canopy, and that doesn't happen so often. Probably about, well, 25 minutes our strolling pace, stopping for photos. We're starting to climb. The rainforest is changing. A rainforest dominated by myrtle, with the minor species looks like sassafras. For anyone who knows, I'm fascinated by geology as well. We've just come across a layer of sandstone, which I find pretty fascinating all the way up here. And especially as the Acropolis is a great big dolomite outcrop. If only I'd paid more attention to my geology classes at uni. I might have some form of explanation, other than this used to be the sea floor and the dolerites come from active volcano plug. On this little ledge, about an hour up, just come across this stand of pandani, if you like. It's pretty crazy. And it opens up. Starting to get into the subalpine now. See, the pandani have really stunted, not as tall as in the forest. It's just as the altitude goes up, we've come across a stand of deciduous beech, Australia's only native deciduous tree. It's mid-spring, so they're not in full leaf yet. We've made it up onto the plateau before the peak. See again, we've gone on about the deciduous beech, but there's some pencil pine up here, so this would be well protected historically from fire, but it's windy. Just up on top of the plateau, looking over the Pine Valley to the other side where you'd be climbing up to the labyrinth, the Parthenon, just a big feature there, big walled one. But then over the other side with the snow is Walled Mountain. We're coming along and there is the Parthenon. See how deep that snow is. From the plateau, we've started to climb to the base, I guess, of the mountain. But again, the vegetation has changed. It's got more alpine. We're now at the base of the dolerite cliffs. We've got to get ourselves across the snow, which we say, or we have been told, is it's going to be waist deep at times. The wind's picked up. That could be a bit of a risk on top. We'll be really exposed. This is where we probably should have had some sunglasses. But on Friday when we left, 3 days ago, it was bucketing with rain. Gotta try and make some compacted footholds for the tooth fairy. The tooth fairy says this is the spot, just at the base of the dolerite cliffs, looking back towards Lake St. Clair and Mount Olympus and up the Narcissus Valley. Making my own way now. There hasn't been no fresh tracks. I'm not sure if you're aware though, tooth fairies, when they find hot rocks in the sun, turn into lizards. Well, mine does anyway. Battling along the snowdrift, just as an indication, this is how deep the snow is, and then there's these rocks underneath, so just got to take it super slow and super careful. Well, I'm going to pull up here. The rocks are pretty icy underneath. Made it a little way. What do I say? Defeated, but not, we haven't lost this battle, but fantastic view. Always fascinated by these dolerite cliffs. That's probably be it. Thanks for watching. Next time we'll actually get to the top.